Jack Conklin, let's talk daughters.
All right.
You and Taylor DeWan both have daughters. Your daughter, Riley, is 3 months older?
Yes.
Then when?
Yep, 3 months.
All right, so are you almost 2, 1.5, 2?
She's just over 1.5.
Okay.
Yep.
So are you still giving Taylor DeWan daughter advice?
A little bit. It's hard to give Taylor advice on anything, but it's been fun. It's fun to be able to have somebody in the locker room to bounce things off of. You know, we're both back and forth going through this at the same timing. You know, around the same age type. It's fun to be able to talk about the little things, the little steps here and there that pop up that you never realize as a dad coming in what you're going to be missing out on, or what you're going to see, and what are the different things. And it's fun to, I remember talking to him about the first time my daughter Riley started walking, and then when his daughter Wynn started walking, and it's just fun to have those little things, those little camaraderie things that we can talk about. 2, 1, come here.
Yay!
Good job, Mom. 3, 2, 1.
You guys are going to have all kinds of problems if your kids aren't on the same soccer team or softball or basketball, because you're athletic, he's athletic, spouses are athletic. These are going to be competitive children. You realize this, don't you?
Oh yeah. I feel bad for our daughters. They're in trouble. I mean, between how competitive they're going to be and how competitive we are, I don't know what's going to be worse. They're probably not going to want us at their games.
Do you ever go through an extended interview, where you're not talking about a specific game, where you're not asked about Taylor DeWan? You're asked about him almost as much as he's asked about him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of it. That's just, it goes all the way back to the Michigan State thing. The two guys that were arch rivals to teammates, and then to our personality. Him being the more vocal and me being the quieter guy, and that's how the relationship is become. And it's fun. And that's sort of how we are on the field too. Taylor's getting going. I'm there to calm him down, and then we debrief after the game and talk about things together. Almost every week we sit down and watch the film together, and it's just a relationship that's formed, and I think it's made both of us better. Everything during practice, whether it's a race to another station, we're trying to beat each other, and that relationship, we wouldn't be as good of players, either of us, without that relationship and pushing each other.
You tore your ACL in the divisional round of the playoffs last year at New England. So that was January the 13th. You had surgery later in the month. How much of a help was Taylor DeWan through the rehab process, keeping you involved?
He was great, in meetings and stuff, just bounce stuff off of me, and I had a lot of questions, not being able to be out there on the field, to be able to talk to Taylor and the rest of the offensive line about the different things that they were learning that I wasn't there to learn. They were great. They were very helpful, and I think that was why I was able to come right back in and hop back in when I was healthy enough.
Had you ever really been hurt before?
No, nothing like this. I missed 2 games in college, but other besides that, nothing crazy.
Did it drive you nuts?
Yes. Being on the other side, being injured, it was tough. You never realize when you can't be a part of things, you start to feel like you're out of it, and you don't want people to be forgetting about you. You don't want to be. You want to be out there with the guys, especially during camp.
I saw a touch of your rehab, and you were going at it like crazy. What areas were you trying to improve yourself physically, outside of just rehabbing the knee, knowing you had that extra time in the weight room and the training room?
I think it was a wake-up call for me, just realizing, after having the knee, it was sort of a come to Jesus moment about, what do I have to do to take advantage of this? Not make it a setback, but make it a strength. I think first of all, it was to lose weight. I think I was too heavy last year. I played about 320. I didn't feel like I was moving as well. Going back watching the tape and seeing how this new offense was going to be the zone compared to the gap scheme, the power football. I wanted to be faster. I wanted to be able to move better. I started at home with eating right, and my wife, she kicked it into gear and she got on me, and that was probably the biggest thing this offseason. I dropped down to about 310. Not only that, I wanted to get stronger in the weight room. When I got injured, I was probably dumbbell benching, give or take 100-pound dumbbells, and I've gone all the way up to 160. So it's been it's been a huge increase. And if there's one thing I was going to do, I was going to get stronger and leaner, and I think I took full advantage of that.
As we're in November, how close is Jack Conklin to 100% at this moment?
Very close. I think I'm there. I think physically I'm there. I think there's things that with my knee, scar tissue and stuff like that, won't fully be gone until maybe a year out or maybe ever. But physically wise, I feel better than I've ever felt before.